Yeah, we were in court today, this morning, for some suspect who are arraigned in court to take plea in relation to some procurement procedures which took place in 2021. They have taken their plea and plea of not guilty. And as you all know, in law, everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, our position is that those people who are brought to court were innocent. We have been given time where they will be supplied with documents. The documents which the prosecution intends to rely on, I'm told there are 17 boxes. So it may take some time so that we can see the evidence. But from the preliminary, what we have learned is that some of them is paltry, normal, online transaction. Exchanging 50,000 within a period of 5 years. That's about 5,000 a year. These are the normal contributions people give to each other during the burial, during the weddings and the rest. And now they were being told to explain, why did you send this 5,000? Why did you send this 3,000? The ordinary normal contribution. That is what is linking most of them, that a person who is a mutual acquaintance sent them 5,000 or they received 5,000. There is no single transaction which is worth more than 5,000, and you would even wonder whether that would be what you call corruption. And these are the normal M-Pesa transaction. That is what the evidence the prosecution intends to rely on. We will prepare ourselves, and we have prepared ourselves as a defense team. At the appropriate time, we will grill those witnesses, because we sincerely believe that this is a malicious prosecution. This is witch hunt, something which happened in 2021, and it ought to be stopped. It's pure witch hunt. People even who left the county many years ago are the one who is here being counted and brought to court. So we strongly believe that the suspects who have been brought to court are innocent. There are more guilty people working somewhere who ought to be arrested and charged, other than just looking for these people. I think, and number two, we also feel it is for the purpose of creating numbers, so that you can say 10 people, 20 people have been prosecuted. The EACC ought to be more serious. Look for the real corrupt people who are well known, arrest them and brought them to court. Not just looking for innocent people who are rich, who have received 5,000, 3,000 to influence a tender, and then bring them to court. Let's look for the real people who are committing acts of corruption, blatantly in the country, and they are known. Yes, the three of them were given cash bail of 500,000, or board of 1 million with surety. The others were given cash bail of 200,000. The reason for board, you all know that the purpose people are given board is so that they can appear in court, presuming that as of now they are innocent. But what the purpose of the board is to procure their attendance in court. We are coming back for something called pre-trial on 2nd of September. Pre-trial is where you confirm that the defense has been served with all the documents. If there is any application we want to make or prosecution want to make, it will be done that way. And once you have done the pre-trial, that is when the case is fixed for hearing. And we hope it will be fixed for hearing. We want to have it prosecuted as soon as possible, so that the innocence or the guilty of these people may come out clearly. But we strongly believe at the end of the process, they will be acquitted, because we believe and they believe that our clients are innocent.
Form part of crime, proceeds of crime made for 14 contracts awarded to Denken Building Construction on account of conflict of interest by Lorna Karumata. Lorna, is it true or not true? Okay. Ken, is it true or not true? Okay. Count 8.
You know now the director has to plead for the company, isn't it?
He's the one, the second appeal.
She's the director.
The director, so...
Yes.
So
she's not director.
the director of the company, since the company is charged, will have to take the plea for the company.
Yes.
That's what he's saying. Once he says it's not guilty,
It's not guilty for him and the company.
Yeah. Yes.
For record, yeah.
And that is what we are reading. The company is charged as a separate, independent entity.
Yes.
So when the charge for the company is being read,
Why are you closing the door? This is an open court, Bwana.
sorry, maybe is new to the court, he may not have known about the court being an open space, so he could be excused.
I know.
So we will proceed on that.
So it is, the plea for the company is?
It will be a separate.
Not guilty.
It's not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count 8.
That involves the first and second accused of the company. Accusation of proceeds of crime that between 17 November 2021 and 27 June 2025 at the county government of Nakuru within the Republic of Kenya, being director of Mrichaba Investment Limited, you acquired a sum of that 6,174,754 from the county government of Nakuru, while knowing the said money formed part of proceeds of crime, having been made for payment of 10 contracts awarded to Mrichaba Investment Limited on account of conflict of interest by Lona Karamta Mbishi. The first accused is true or not true?
Not true.
Second accused?
Not true.
On behalf of the third accused, the director.
Count 9, that is accusation of proceed of crime. This involves the first, second, third, and fourth. Accusation of proceeds of crime that between 17 December 2021 and 27 June 2025 at the county government of Nakuru, being employee of county government of Nakuru and directors of Windcom Solution Company, you acquired a sum of 14,756,536 from county government while knowing that the said money formed part of proceeds of crime, having been made as payment for 5 contracts awarded to Windcom Solution on account of conflict of interest by Lona Karumata. Lona, is it true or not true?
Not true.
Kennedy, is it true or not true? Brian Mwenda. And then on behalf of the company, the second accused, is it true or not true?
Not true.
Count.
This with the companies Windcom
Windcom Solutions.
is A12. Accused number 12, really. Windcom is accused number 12. Yeah, not true. Yes, count 10.
Number 10, willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement, and this involves Daniel Wainaina, that on 19th November at Nakuru County, being a chief officer and the public health, you willfully failed to comply with the law related to procurement, that is section 135, subsection 3 of the Public Procurement and Asset and Disposal Act 2015 by failing to ensure that contracts were signed after the lapse of 14 days of notification of award in tender awarded to Denken Building and Construction Company to supply and deliver patient monitor at Rift Valley Provincial General Hospital. Daniel, is it true or not true? Count number 11. This also involves you, Daniel. Willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement, that on 27th June 2022 at Nakuru County, Republic of Kenya, being a chief officer in the public health service, you willfully failed to comply with the law relating to procurement and asset disposal by failing to ensure that contracts were signed after the lapse of 14 days of notification of award of tender awarded to Denken Building and Construction Company which was for proposed renovation of work at Langalanga Health Center, Flamingo Ward. Is it true or not true, Wainaina?
Not true.
Count 12 also involves you. Engaging in corrupt practice in procurement processing, that on diverse date between 22nd May 2024 and 25th June 2025, being directors of medical services in the county government of Nakuru within the Republic of Kenya, you are engaged in corrupt practice in procurement proceeding of Nakuru County Government by receiving a sum of shilling 107,000 from Ken Dubi Moredi, who is a director of Mrichaba Investment Limited and co-director of Windcom Solution Limited, that had been awarded a tender by the county government of Nakuru. Is it true or not true?
Not true.
Count 13 involves Kennedy Mongai engaging in corrupt practice in a procurement proceeding, that on diverse date between 26 June 2024 and 10th July 2025, being Chief Officer for Environment, Energy and Climate Change and Natural Resources in the County Government of Nakuru, in Republic of Kenya, you engage in a corrupt practice in procuring the process by unlawfully receiving a sum of 666,000 from Ken Dubi Moredi, who is a director of Denken Building and Construction Company. Kennedy, is it true or not true? Count 14. This involves Kiogora Moredi engaging in corrupt practice that on diverse dates between 20th September 2020 and 6th July 2025, being an employee in the Nakuru County Government, which is within the Republic of Kenya, you engage in corrupt practice in procurement process by unlawfully receiving a sum of shilling 197,500 from Ken Moredi, who was a director of Murichaba Investment Limited and Denken Building Construction Limited Company, that had entered into contract with the county government of Nakuru, thereby improperly influencing the procurement process. Kiogora, is it true or not true?
Not true.
Count 15 involves Jospat Kimemia engaging in corrupt practice in procurement proceeding, that on diverse dates between 13th June and 9th August 2025, being a Chief Officer of Youth and Sport and Gender and Inclusivity within Nakuru County, you engage in corrupt practice of procurement process by unlawfully receiving a sum of shilling 61,500 from Ken Moredi, being a director of Denken Building and Construction Company, that had entered into a contract with the county government of Nakuru, thereby improperly influencing the procurement process. Josephat, is it true or not true? Count number 16, engaging in fraudulent practices in procurement process. This involves Gitau. You are charged that on diverse dates between 25th January 2024 and 16th May 2025, being a city manager in the county government of Nakuru, you engage in a fraudulent practice in procurement process by unlawfully receiving a sum of 50,000 from Ken Moredi, who is a director of Denken Building and Construction Limited Company, that had entered into contract with the county government of Nakuru by improperly influencing the procurement process. Gitau, is it true or not true? Count number 17. This involves Solomon Sirma engaging in corrupt practice, that on diverse dates between 30th December 2020 and 9th April 2025, being a Chief Officer of Health within Nakuru County, you engage in fraudulent practice in procurement process by unlawfully receiving a sum of shilling 187,000 from Ken Moredi, who was a director of Murichaba Investment Limited and co-director of Windcom Solution Limited, and entered into contract with the county government of the company, that is Denken, engaging in fraudulent practices, that on diverse dates in the year 2021 and 2025, being directors of Denken Building and Construction Limited, you engage in fraudulent practice by submitting false documents, that is your CV, academic certificate, lease agreement submitted in support of your bid for in respect to 14 tenders, project for Nakuru County Government. Ken, is it true or not true?
Not true.
On the same breath, is it true or not true on behalf of the company? Count number 19. This involves Kiogora Moreidi, willful failure to comply with the law relating to procurement, that on diverse dates between the year 2020 and 2025 at Nakuru County within the Republic of Kenya, being a director of health, you willfully failed to comply with the law relating to procurement and Public Disposal Act by failing to ensure that a contract was signed after the lapse of 14 days in the tender awarded to Denken Building and Construction Company for proposed desilting and fencing and embankment construction of Kettle through communal water point and spillway construction at Geturo Dam, Biashara Ward and Naivasha Sub-County. Is it true or not true?
They are not a flight risk. Some of them actually presented themselves to the police before and during before the arrest yesterday and during the investigations. They have fully cooperated with the investigators during the investigations by availing themselves and recording their statements. Well, as Your Honor, again, to some the figures may sound very big. For others, it's a very paltry amount. Therefore, I would say, may you ask Your Honor, as you consider the bond terms, you also consider what some of them are charged with. So we will not give blanket bond terms. And Your Honor, this has been the practice that we also really consider what they are accused of acquiring. Therefore, we pray you release them on reasonable bond term with an alternative of a cash bill. In fact, I was saying, even if they had been called, they would have presented themselves to this court to take plea. If they had been told, just appear in court and take a plea. They have no intention whatsoever of absconding. But that's all. My colleague, Mr. Kenneth Kimathi, part of the defense team. As I've said, we will be a many, but some, I think, they thought the plea will be taken later, but we appeared for them. No, but he's here.
I'm present, Your Honor.
No, see.
Yes.
No.
Before I read, I want us to agree on a date when we can come and do a pre-trial conference, where we come and set the issues and all manner of things and confirm that witness statements are all made and any preliminary applications when they can be dealt with. And I'm proposing that you come on 12th of August, if it's okay. Oh, you've been running your conference, including all of you. Yes. So what we do? We can give, and I'll be away. So can we give you 2nd of September? Is it okay? For pre-trial conference, 2nd of September. Okay. Having considered the charges, bond for A1, A2, and A3. That is Lona, Karamuta, Mobichi, Kenneth Murithi Ndubi and Brian Mwenda. Bond is set at Kenya shillings 1 million plus one surety in like amount, or cash bail Kenya shillings 500,000 plus 2 contact persons. In addition, they shall deposit their passports in court and shall be required to report to the EACC Regional Office, Nakuru, once every fortnight, beginning 14th of August 2026 until ordered otherwise. A4, Daniel Wenena Ndungu. A5, Kennedy Mungai Baraza. A6, Timothy Kiogora Murithi. A7, Josephat Kimemia. A8, Peter Gitau Thabanja. And A9, Solomon Sirma. Bond is set at Kenya shillings 500,000 plus one surety in like amount, or cash bail Kenya shillings 200,000 and 1 contact person each. For the record, there will be no requirement for them to report. A10, A11, and A12, free bond, since the directors are here. Witness statements, documents to be used in evidence, and charge sheet be supplied to the defense. Matter is set for pre-trial conference on 2nd of September 2026 here in court number 1. We prefer counsels that you come physically.
Our passports. So it's a matter you cannot comprise. Fast and slow. Yeah, so we pray that you find that he doesn't have. He doesn't have. He has never had any intention of traveling out of the country. And you know, the passport is almost a luxurious document.
Yes, you may not know in the internet, he may get an idea.
He can deposit, yes.
Where he deposits.
He can deposit.
When he acquires one in the course of
the trial.
Yes.
Yes. But for now,
so
that accused doesn't have a passport.
Once they pay a cash fee, people can always college. They are also the purpose of getting the passport. You understand the sensitivity of some of the documents and all of the assets. And to be honest, so for the record, I'm informed that that accused does not have a passport. So it's a matter you cannot comprise.
Oh, well, he don't have, he doesn't have.
We pray that he doesn't have. He doesn't have. He has not had any intention of traveling out of the country. And you know, the passport is a
You don't know.
serious document.
Yes, you better know in the interim he may get an idea and then
He
acquire
can
it.
deposit, yes.
Then he deposits.
He can
When he acquires one in the course of this.
the trial.
Yes.
Yes. But for now,
So the
that accused doesn't have. And for the court, my else is very well.
just hold on, collect. Just hold on.
But in the event of this concept of permission of the court.
They know that they have to do that.
Yes.
It's the law. Yes, and you are the advocate.
They did inform you.
Why do you get paid, Dana? You are paid to address them that,
Yes.
you know?
It is imperative we inform them.
Yes. Yes. That is Kenneth Kimathi.
Your works and resides are in Nairobi, and you have instructed that they be appearing in the EACC offices in Nakuru. Probably
Brennan, is that possible?
Yes,
Huh? It's in order? Right. We are okay. We are done now?
No, perhaps just a request.
Yes, because.
Let's observe a minute of silence in honor of our departed colleague, Mr. Kabusha, who died a short while last week. That's where some of us are going.
I'm also heading there. So to say, okay, we can.
Maybe you all observe a minute of silence in honor of John Kabusha, the judge. Thank you all.
Yes, it was very well.
Yeah,